Hello guys, how are you doing today? Today I'm going to talk about the RSI indicator and how I am using it to predict very good entries. It's like a confirmation of my thinking process about what the price will going to do in the future. So let's get into this video. Hi guys. Now, first of all, we are going to add the RSI on our trading view, but I have an RSI indicator that is showing the really overbought and oversold areas. So we are going to our indicators now, and we are going to type TTC RSI extended. It's this one. It's a TTC RSI extended from Codes to Trade. We're going to click that one, and then you can see this one added here. Now I'm going to the options right here, and then here you can change the color. Now making it like really thick, so it's really getting your attention when something happens on the chart. So what do we see with the RSI indicator? The RSI indicator is telling you the strength of the market, which you can see here. It's like above 70 it's overbought, and below 30 it's oversold. So this way you know that the indicator has to cool off when we are overbought, but the price is most likely to go down. And the same if the RSI indicator is oversold, then you know that it has to cool off and probably going back up again. Now in the previous videos I told you guys about how to find the huge support and resistance areas. So if you combine these two and you add your trend lines on it, then you can find very good entries with the RSI as a confirmation of your trade. So just to give an example, here we knew that we were oversold. So what do? From the moment that the price is going back into the gray area, you add a long, because we know that we are at our trend line. We also know that we are at a huge support box, which was previous resistance, and we retested it. So we know this area is a huge support. Also the trend line is a huge support. And if you then look to your RSI when it's clipping back in, then you know that this is a possible long trade. So how do you play this one? From the moment that this one is clipping back into the gray area and the candle confirms, so when the candle closes, then you add a long, and you could have made 24% on this trade alone. We know that here above is a huge resistance area. We also know that the trend line is going to here. Like, let me do it again. This is the bit of info that we already had before we get the signal. So you just draw your trend line. See what I mean? So right here you know that we are basically at a huge resistance area. So it's time to close your trade. Now, what I have done, you just take a long position, right? You click back in, and you add a long position. and your stop loss, you just put like this one. That's very huge. Most of the time I take below the previous week, like this week, put it right below that, and then this one, you go to your target area, which is 24%, move. So you have a really great risk to reward ratio. It's very important. Okay. So now when you close that trade and you know that you are at the resistance line, we are now at the 4-hour time frame. You can also zoom in to the 1-hour time frame. Now you can basically use this one at any time frame, but the higher the time frame, the more valid it will be. You will see this when you are using it. So here we know that we are at a huge resistance. The RSI at the 1 hour is overbought, so you can easily take, see here, a short position. What do we know? We know that the resistance, the support box is here. So you can basically take that one as a target if you are doing a long trade. So if you're doing this, I'm going to take a short position. So when here the RSI clips back into the area, or even you can have used this one or this one, you know that we are at the resistance, and that's where you take the trade, right? So let me put here below this box. And even if you only went to here to retest the previous support line, which we find support on here and here, then you also you would have a 10% gain. And your stop loss, you just put it like here. So you have a risk to reward of 3. If you think that it would have been here that we found support on, then you could have taken this trade, which is another 20%. So I'm hoping that you guys see what I mean with that the RSI can help you really, really hard. Just like, let me say, let me take this one. This is the huge trend line. If you would have taken this, I mean, just take the price range from when the green ends and it starts clipping back into the gray area here. Yeah, you can take a long. If your target was here, okay, but eventually it went up all the way to here, which is 15%. Then if you took this trend line, always draw your trend lines. Your trend lines are the line in the sand that you have to know to know where the price is possibly going to go. So we had these mountains, these bounces. So you just connect the trend lines. See? Now don't connect the wicks, connect the bodies of the candles. Always connect the bodies of the candles. So this way you knew that, yeah, we're going to retest the resistance. So this would have been your trade. We come from the lower support, so our target is the resistance, which is here. If you just draw your trend lines, that's not so difficult, right? Okay, so this would have been a 15% gain. Now when we arrived here, you could see the RSI went overbought, and we clip back into the area, the gray area right here. So when the candle closes, you could easily take a short trade. Oh, that's not a good one. You could easily take a short trade until this is the first area of support. So this would have been an 8%, 9% gain. So I hope that you guys see the picture of how to use this RSI indicator. Now, please like and subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to make some more training videos of this one. You can also check out the playlist. I'm going to add this one below in the description. And if you want to trade this way with leverage, you can check the link in the description from Bybit. You will get a nice bonus if you use that. So thank you, and hopefully see you in my next video. Bye bye.